Merseyside police told us that currently 1 in 4 hate crimes go unreported. Many gay, lesbian, bisexual and transgender people suffer hate crimes and are sometimes reluctant to report it. Often they don't understand that they've been the victim of a hate crime, or they don't trust the police and are afraid of being outed by reporting their attack, or that no action will be taken if they did report it. Recent figures show that in the London metropolitan area, homophobic crimes have increased by almost 14%, and this is reinforced by our work locally with young people who have suffered from homophobic bullying. We decided to do something about it.
There was probably 3 people in our entire school that are actually out as gay or bisexual, and I know a lot of people after they've been in our school and gone to college that have come out in college because they've learned a lot more about it and they're a lot more aware of that it's actually all right to be gay. But in our school there wasn't really a lot to support you or anything. I think it would have been a lot better if they did have, like, say, PSE lessons on it or something like that, because we just did nothing. I don't think we even did sex education.
In my opinion, the young people of today aren't really being educated enough, because I know I've sort of made my own mistakes in life, but if I'd had sort of like the educational experience that I've sort of gained through life, then I wouldn't have made those mistakes.
I think that different sexualities should be taught more in school, because there's always people sitting in the crowd that know that, or maybe they think but they haven't come out yet, and it's hard for them. But if it gets taught a bit better, they'll make them feel a bit more comfortable with them coming out.
People need to be more aware that it wasn't just Jewish people that were affected by that, because as I wasn't aware of it till I'd done this, and I think people need to be more aware of everyone that suffered in that, and see them all as individuals and not just groups of people. Auschwitz is, you know, it's still a pretty hard thing to, like, sort of get used to, you know, the idea of it, and like everything that happened there, and with all, like, the different camps and being in the gas chamber as well. It's really difficult to sort of be able to understand how people could do that.
I think most of all I've thought more about Auschwitz than anything else. It's like the biggest thing that stuck out for me. I have dreams about it and everything, and it's always on my mind. It was a great experience to have, but I'd never go again because it was so upsetting. I mean, some people got really upset, and I think that just kind of imprinted on my mind all the time. That's all I ever think about, really, is how upsetting it was and how bad it must have been to be there. I think because of the experiences I had when I was younger to do with hate crime and stuff, especially like being gay or whatever, and that was the type of bullying that I got because of that. The teachers at the time didn't know how to handle it, and they just sort of were like, well, if you leave 5 minutes before the bell goes, you'll be okay, or we'll put you in this room on your own so no one can get you, type of thing. So they didn't know how to approach it, but I think with a bit of training and a bit of, like, support from other people, they might be able to, like, tackle it better.
Runcorn is pretty safe, but it always depends on the people that you know, because the people that I hang around with really aren't asked about you being gay or a lesbian or bisexual or anything. But if you walk around, say, Merseyside, which is in Runcorn, holding your girlfriend's hand or something, there's probably a 90% chance that you will get shouted abuse at, quite a lot as well. And there's been, like, a couple of people that are after me just because I'm a lesbian and stuff, but it's alright if you're in the closet.
Over here we have these Sigma teams. We deal with hate crime very, very well, and we support our victims and our witnesses who are victims of hate crime. But it's quite a big difference in Poland, how it's treated, how people are supported. So it'd be great to show some of the young people that we're taking over actually the comparisons between how we treat our victims and witnesses and how other countries really don't do it.
It has changed a lot of my point of view of things. I mean, I think I was always confident and, like, really comfortable with my sexuality anyway, but now I'm just really not taking any grief off anyone with it. I'm like, you know what, I'm, like, lucky I've got this freedom, so I'm not, like, going to be all shy about my sexuality and stuff. Because and seeing, like, the differences and seeing what people went through because, you know, their sexuality, and I'm lucky enough I'm not in that situation. I'm not, like, sort of at moments where society have got that mind on them. You know, and you get some ignorant people, but no one is extremely that bad who I've met. So I'm just a lot more outgoing with it, and I want to get involved more and see if I can do anything to help the LGBT community here with, like, you know, people who aren't as, like, confident as me with the sexuality. So that's what the trip's done for me anyway. I mean, just want to help out more now.